On Tuesday, February 17, 2026, a digital silence fell across the globe. Millions attempting to access YouTube were met not with their usual stream of content, but with error messages, blank screens, or the dreaded, "something went wrong" notification. This wasn't a localized hiccup. It was a widespread, global outage that brought the world's largest video platform to a grinding halt. From New York to New Delhi, users reported issues, with Downdetector logging hundreds of thousands of complaints within hours. The disruption impacted not just the main YouTube website and app, but also its ancillary services like YouTube Music, YouTube Kids, and YouTube TV. For many, the sudden inaccessibility was more than an inconvenience. It was a jarring reminder of how deeply integrated this platform has become into daily life, affecting everything from entertainment and education to news consumption and professional livelihoods. The immediate question on everyone's mind was clear. What exactly happened, and what does it mean when a digital titan like YouTube simply vanishes? The cause of this extensive disruption was quickly identified: a critical issue within YouTube's recommendations system. This algorithmic engine, responsible for suggesting videos based on individual viewing habits, experienced a malfunction that prevented content from appearing across virtually all YouTube surfaces. Imagine a library where the cataloging system suddenly collapses. The books are still there, but finding them becomes impossible. That's precisely what occurred, rendering vast swaths of video content inaccessible. The outage began around 8 p.m. Eastern Time, with reports surging dramatically on outage trackers. While YouTube's homepage eventually returned, the platform's teams worked for hours to implement a full fix, acknowledging the widespread impact and the frustration it caused. This wasn't a simple server crash, it was a systemic failure within a core component, revealing the intricate dependencies that underpin even the most robust digital services. The fallout from YouTube's unexpected downtime extended far beyond mere inconvenience. For millions of content creators, whose livelihoods depend on consistent viewership and ad revenue, the outage represented an immediate and significant financial blow. Every minute the platform was down translated into lost impressions, reduced ad earnings, and a severed connection with their audience. Businesses relying on YouTube for marketing, product launches, or customer engagement found their campaigns abruptly halted and their reach evaporated. Educational channels, a vital resource for students and lifelong learners, became inaccessible, disrupting learning schedules and research. The human cost was also palpable. Parents unable to entertain children with educational content, individuals cut off from their primary source of news or community, and a general sense of digital isolation. This incident underscored the fragile ecosystem built upon centralized platforms, where a single technical glitch can ripple through countless lives and livelihoods, demonstrating the profound economic and social vulnerabilities inherent in our digital dependency. This recent YouTube outage serves as a stark reminder of the inherent fragility within our increasingly centralized digital infrastructure. When a platform as ubiquitous as YouTube, owned by Google, experiences a critical failure, it exposes the vulnerabilities that come with relying on a handful of massive tech entities. The issue wasn't a malicious attack, but an internal system malfunction, yet its impact was global and immediate. This mirrors the broader risks seen in other major cloud service outages, such as those affecting Amazon Web Services, where a single point of failure can disrupt thousands of companies and cost billions in lost productivity and revenue. The interconnectedness of modern business systems means that even if a company doesn't directly host on a specific cloud provider, their critical services or partners likely do, creating a cascading effect. The question then becomes: how much reliance is too much, and what are the systemic risks of placing so much of our digital lives in the hands of a few powerful players? The recurring nature of major platform outages, including this recent YouTube incident, compels us to consider the future of digital infrastructure. While centralized platforms offer unparalleled convenience and scale, their single points of failure present an undeniable risk. This vulnerability has spurred growing interest in decentralized alternatives, platforms that distribute content storage and streaming across peer-to-peer networks rather than relying on a single company's servers. Projects like PeerTube, Theta, and LivePeer leverage blockchain and distributed ledger technologies to offer censorship-resistant, privacy-enhanced, and more resilient content sharing. These alternatives aim to mitigate the impact of outages by removing the central authority, ensuring that even if one node fails, the network as a whole remains operational. Understanding the mechanics of these outages and exploring diverse content platforms isn't just about avoiding future frustration. It's about building a more robust, resilient, and democratized digital future. As our lives become increasingly digital, the stability and accessibility of these platforms are no longer just a technical concern, but a fundamental societal one.